Good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday. If you're here with me in the Discord, in the YouTube, in the X, or in the Kick, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have Kelvin, July Peppers, Julius, Jose, the one and only Hockey Shane, Jay Prowse, TW Skunk, Abe, Mike, Steve Trendline Trading, Cyrus Moore, MV1. Good morning to you, G-Man Trading Micros, Doom Slayer Forever, Scott H, Picky, Anya, Denver, Frankie, Kev, Mo, Paul, Yoon, Barefoot, Greenpack, Paolo, High Tide, Ribs Mod, Lucho Coach, Steve, Randy, Mike, Aaron, Oscar, Mommy Trades 2, Giovanni, TJP, Crypto Trades. Good morning. Who else we got here? Ed Reese and Nate, Jordan Dips, Pie, Mitch, Trading Micros, Khalil, Going Short, NLV, Kevin Guy, and Nate, Roland, 252 Trades, Boy 2K, Richard P, Debbie C, Mr. Bugs, Zay, Fred, Otter, Real Homeboy, Freddie Rivera. We have, oh my goodness, a lot of kicksters this morning. Yabba Yabba Rips Mod, That Darn Bro, Yolanda, Mr. Yips, Big Guy, Navy Guy, Quantronaut, Justin Prowse, PH Craft, Day Trader Rick, Dead Cat Bounce, Aha Laz, Von Micros, Frankie, Rocott, Doom Slayer, CK Big Guy, Air Mark Vexo, Pancadas, Tomoki, Mike EX, Travis in the air, George Marco. Good morning, everybody. Blink Shot, Sam, Sander BE, or Sander DBE. Wait, Sander, are you in DBE? Oh my gosh, you're up 10 soul? Oh my God. Is that for real? You're in BE. What's BE? British England. What's BE? Oh no, you were up and you gave it all back? Come on! We're gonna do some Rocket Clash later. Belgium, got it. Way far away from DBE. Yeah, wow. Well, the market's doing a whole lot of nothing. Oh my God, that's a 5-hour print? Oh my gosh, look at this. This is 5 hours of nothing. Oh God, I'm sorry if you're a London trader, but that sucks. Bro, the hours of 4 until 5? What is this? Where's SW? It's Tuesday, bruv. Where are you? Where are you, man? Anybody a London trader? I'm sorry if you're a London trader. That's horrible. Look at this. This is hogwash. 950 to oh my God, 20 points of range in an hour? Why do they do this to you folks? It's so mean. I gotta look at the S&Ps. How about, oh my God, the S&Ps are somehow worse. The S&Ps are, oh my God. 2 handle rating? What in the God's name? This is awful. Jeez. Well, good thing I was sleeping for that. I didn't miss anything. That sucks because if you're all like excited to trade and you saw a New York session for Monday, you're like, ah, well, London's gonna give us something. Nope. It certainly did not, did it? London did not give you anything. Chandi, what's up? Big Guy, more MV1, Frankie, Pocket Aces. Hello. Hello. Is the Tradeify sale over? I think it's still 50% off for the first one, right? 21 handles, what's up? Amateur Genius. Nick Kelvin, what's that? Watching me from Afghanistan, nice. I saw a recent travel video. There's like a a vlogger, a YouTuber that went over to Afghanistan and ate a bunch of food. It looked good, not gonna lie. It's pretty extreme, but food looked good. The market looked crazy. Pretty dope. Thanks for the follow there, Cade Satros. Yeah, best ever food review show. That's the one. That was a great segment. I don't think I saw episode 2 or 3, but I saw the first episode. It was good. He was saying some funny stuff. South Africa, here, what part? Summer trading, only the juniors are on the desk. Yeah, it feels like that. Boy, I wish we had something to trade, but I don't even think there's news at the bottom of the island. Let me check here. Nope. We get Redbook retail sales, but if you've been watching this stream for long enough, you know that literally nobody cares about Redbook retail sales. More ribs, talk that she. Okay, I will. Derek Sarud says, this tan, were you going for black or orange? I don't know. What do you think, folks? I call it more of a honey hue. That's what I think I was going for. Something like more of like a thick, delicious coat of honey. That's probably what I was going for there. Thank you, Aras, on a kick there. Trump press conference at 11. Let me see if I have that on my. What? Is you think it's gonna maybe the trade deals from yesterday? What's the Bookmap sale? Well, I'm sure that Rips Mod will drop it for you. I was gonna say, let me get that for you, but then I forget I have a paid Rips Mod that could do that for you. It's 60% off, and that's including data, which I've never seen them do before, which is insane. I've never seen them do that once. Ever. Like ever, which is crazy. Do you think he's going to mention other countries at 11? Like, do we get like a little preview into that at all? Did he say that he's going to talk about other countries? Because we got South Korea, Japan yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Back to Soul Pump. Dude, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of jonesing for some Soul Pump. I got $1,000 burning a hole in my pocket. Cape Town here, nice. Wait, where did you say you were from, Banana? Let's see. Durban. I've heard of Durban before. Everybody wants the rocket. Dude, let's try to turn NQ into a rocket first. I love black coffee. Great way to wake up. Well, we moved from 920 to 950, so there was potentially a trade there. I just didn't see it myself. So we are rocketing back up. This just feels risky, jumping in here. Feels awfully risky. You got rocked at Red Rock yesterday? What happened? What'd you play? We played video poker yesterday, and I thought I made like $1,000, and nope, I made 50 or 60 or something like that. It's kind of funny. I really thought I made like I was like, all right, we'll cash out when we have the machine say we're at 61,000. Cashed out and it was 50 or 60 bucks. I was like, well, I got to play a different denomination to that machine. We are going to do some crazy IRL today. There's a burger place that's supposed to be the best burger in all of Las Vegas that we're going to go. They invited us to go there and do some type of food review. We're going to do that. I think a little gambling. Some of the casinos on the strip. We're going to maybe walk in Fremont, but I don't know, it's going to be fun. Do some IRL. And then, of course, after we finish trading, we will do some rocket. Josh Kim, do you have any other questions about the Bookmap sale? Because Ripsmod did not post. Let me grab it. Oh dear. Let me see if I can find it for you. Let me do the work of what a mod should be doing. Ah, here it is. I found it. There it is. Okay. Let's see. This should work. That work? There you go. So you start there. 60% off 3 months of Global Plus and 60% off 3 months of data. 4th of July, 50 plus 10. 40% off Global Plus annually, but that doesn't have any like data with it. So I would just do the 3 month thing if you're going to. And if it's too expensive, just try it out for a month and see if you like it. I can drop this in the old Kick chat too. I think this will work. Let me see. All right, there you go. That should work too, I think. Oh, Rips. Hi, Ripsmod. Good to see you. I didn't know you were still here. This is so crazy. Wild times. So we are kind of rejecting underneath 950 here. I wonder if, let's see. I'm on the wrong chart. I wonder if we'll just meander back down. I don't have any kind of confidence in trading this right now. We don't have any news until 11. That's the Trump talk and the New York Fed 1 year inflation expectations. But like, they're gonna lie about it, so who cares? What are they're either gonna say 2.5% or they're gonna say something like 4.8%. Nobody's gonna care. Maybe. I mean, maybe. Okay, I shouldn't be so cynical, but let's just say that the last print was 5% and then they come out and they say 4%. I mean, that could move the market, but I don't think they're gonna do something like that. I just don't think that's gonna be a big red folder news. You know what I mean? But what will actually move the market is that we have a 3-year note auction today. That can actually move the market. You know what I mean? That can actually move the market. Let's see. Do you trade on TradeEvade or TradingView? I trade on both. So when I'm trading my Percy Jackson, which is this fellow over here, that's my AMP account. I trade that directly on TradingView. And I've been doing that since the beginning of the year. January 21st is when I started the account. And I love it. I think it's great. Executions are snappy and fast, but it's a direct connection to my broker using CQG. A lot of people who've used TradingView have routed it through like TradeEvade, and then TradeEvade is routing through like Rhythmic, and then Rhythmic is routing through your mom's basement. And it's just, there's too many routes. It's going all over the place. So it's slower. If you have a direct connection like CQG, TradingView CQG, boom, it's very snappy, very quick. And that's what I like. Very quick connection. So that's what I use. Rips, what wallet do you use for your crypto first soul pump? Right here. There you go. Why doesn't it do the dubs here? Let me do this. It's right here. Bingo, bango. You go there, you install the extension into Chrome. It takes credit card, you buy crypto, and it's your own wallet. I think it's dope. It's very simple. Oh, let me drop it over here too. I'm sorry. Let me see if this works for you. Sorry about that. There you go. Also, if you want to see the tweet, that's easier to read. There's that. Dude, I saw a soul pump that went for 350. I took a screenshot of it. Where is it? What was it? 389x. While I was watching, I got major FOMO. I was like, I gotta wait for the stream tomorrow. Gotta wait for the stream tomorrow. It's insane. My TradingView goes through TradeEvade. It moves at level 1 speeds. I hate it. I would not even use it, dude. I literally would not even use it if I had to route through something, because it's like, I'm all about speed when I'm talking about executions. And like, as much as I love TradingView, I wouldn't use it unless it was directly routed to something like CQG. I even if it was routed through Rhythmic, I probably wouldn't use it. So you don't use it? That's smart. That's very smart. Sandra had a 12-hour session. Are you getting some good airdrops at least, dude? Soul Pump was better than Slot Stream. I know. Let's get through the let's get through the boring part of the stream first and trade some stuff, if we can trade some stuff. What do I have to trade actually? I got the AMP. Okay, on Take Profit Trader, I have. I'll just show you. I don't even know why I need to describe it. I can show you. This is what we got on Take Profit Trader. So I have these 5 evaluation accounts. I think these ones have like 3 or 4. Oh, no, these 2. I think these have like 3 trading days in them. And these, oh, wait, no, we have more. Sorry, we have 1, 2, 3 that are like bricked up, 156K. And then I have these 2, which I traded for the first time yesterday. And then these are pro accounts. These are funded. There's no rebill. There's no monthly fee on the funded for take profit, right? Is that, I'm pretty sure. I hope there's not a monthly fee because I'll get to trade these right now if there is. There's no, okay. There's no monthly fee for the funded accounts. So these are just 2 50K accounts that I'm just super ultra mega big chilling with. I don't have to do anything. So I'm just gonna keep these puppy doggers on ice, these little slush puppies. And then I'm gonna try to pass these guys. Okay, so that's the story with Take Profit Trader. If you're asking me, I think we're in a pretty decent spot. 2 funded accounts, can use them whenever I want. 3 accounts, almost past. 2 accounts, pretty warm, you know? Okay, so that's the story on Take Profit Trader. Then we meander over into Tradeify Town. Tradeify Town, we got some $2,000 per account. All I got to aim for on these is $1,800 max cap profit in a day. Wait, on ice you will lose them? How? Wait, what? I have to trade them once a week? Are you serious? Hold on. A trade of 2 minis once a week. Come on, wait, what? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Well, should we try? Do we try a trade? God, I was getting so excited. So you actually have to trade them? Slap on a mic. Wait, a trade of 2 minis once a week? It has to be 2 minis or 2 micros. Oh my gosh. See, this is why I love chat, because you guys know all the rules. Rules and me are just like honey and biscuits. And activity rules. So once a week. Wait, so when did I activate these? Oh God. I hope today's not the last. Well, I still have them, so let's just do it now, okay? Once per week. Okay, so flip a micro 1 time is all I need to do. 1 micro, just flippity floppity. That's it. Is there like a second rule? Do I have to be in the trade for a very long time? Yes. Okay, how long do I have to be in the trade? What's the rule? Open for like a, oh my God. Okay, well, here we go. Good Lord. Use 1 micro for 1 minute. Okay. Well, chat, I think we should try along here. I've decided. Let's do this. Let's make a group here. We're going to call this Code Rips, because why not? Take our pro accounts. Okay. Got it. And then we select one of our pro accounts, and then we do the group of Code Rips. Okay, we're cooking. Change that. Drop down to 2 minis. Okay, chat. Let's. What do we want to do? Are you thinking long or short? Should I fade chat? Should I go with chat? I'm gonna get a timer out here on my phone. Oh my God. Okay, set that to 1 minute, and here we go. Long fade chat, definitely long. Well, I mean, we can't do that much damage to ourselves. Famous last words, right? Wait, news in 1 minute? What are you talking? Bro, get out of here. Get out of here. There's no news. Get out of here. Wait, everybody's saying long. All right, do we fade chat? I think we fade chat. I love you, chat, but I feel like we... wait, hold on. Wait, now I might agree with you. Wait 2 minutes, then go long, fade it. Maybe we just wait for the bottom of the hour. Why are we trying to rush this? I'm just trying to get it out of the way. I'm being honest. Let me see when I activated these bad boys. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. What is this? Take Profit Trader. Your account has become pro. July 3rd. Uh-oh. It's the 8th. Okay, so I got these bad doggers on the 3rd. What to do? By the way, I got my first Android device ever today for IRL streaming. Pretty cool. Never used an Android before. I know. Look, trust me, I'm an iPhone guy. This is my main phone. I got 2 iPhones. For some reason, now I have 3 phones. Why not? Android's the best. I got the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Is that a good one or no? Because I was trying to find the one that they're like, this is the best one for streaming. Is it? I mean, so the question I have is like, it came with like not in the highest resolution, and I changed it to the highest resolution. Am I doing the wrong thing? Like, why would it not come set at the highest resolution? I like changed it. Thanks, Big Mike. Why did it, like, I'm so confused. Only drug dealers got multiple phones. Drug dealers and streamers. Kind of the same thing though. Oh, battery life. So should I not run it at that resolution? Is the battery on it crazy, by the way? Like, cause I'm just I want this thing to last long. I got this for you, chat, by the way, because it's supposed to have the best cameras for streaming. That's what they say. That's what they say. They said a lower resolution refresh rate to have crazy battery life. So I should switch it back then for streaming. I should switch it back. There's no reason for me to have the viewfinder be at like some crazy super duper 8K resolution, right? I don't know. Switch back? Switch back or keep it? I don't know. Set at lower resolution. Okay, refresh. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, the cameras are supposed to be better than the iPhone for streaming, I suppose. So I guess we'll find out today. I don't think I'll have to bring a battery pack or anything with me. And apparently the modems are better than on iPhone. I don't know. I have no idea. I got no idea. Destroys the iPhone. Yeah, I mean, dude, I powered it on and I was like, dang, this screen looks pretty dope. I'd never used it before. I've never seen that before. And I was like, is this why everybody says iPhones are like years behind? Because, I mean, it's not only got Face ID, but it's got a thumbprint scanner, thumbprint scanner inside of the screen. So I feel like we're gonna see like a hologram of Steve Jobs coming out, and he's gonna be like, "Hi everybody, we've innovated again. We put a thumbprint reader in your screen. It's revolutionary. Nobody's done that before." Like, I feel like that's what he's gonna do. You know? I don't know. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. I've never seen an iPhone have a thumbprint reader inside of the screen. Wait, is Face ID better than the camera one that I just did on Samsung? All right, we got 40 seconds till the bottom of the hour. I can't speak right now. I need a Celsius. 1 second. Yeah, I don't know if the Face ID is good or not. I have no idea, but I set it all up and it seems pretty quick. The screen is pretty insane. The screen feels a lot better than what I have on the iPhone 16. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, everybody said for IRL, the best phone to use for IRL streaming is the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So I overnighted it from Amazon and now we have it. I should have faded you, chat. Look at this. Easy fade, bro. Huh. Oh my God, now it's really going. Okay. All right. I gotta get my timer ready. And hold on. Yeah, all right. We're at it. And timer's on. Oh, that's a 5-minute timer. No. See, iPhone. It's blowing it. All right, we're in. We're in there. You can see these are our pro accounts. Ah, God. Come on, baby. 48 seconds left. Give me the juice. Give me the juice. This gives us another week, right? This gives us one more week. Oh, we're crushing. All right, 33 more seconds. Oh, baby. No bounce, please. Just no bounce. Are these trailing too? These are trailing drawdown? This is kind of like, come on. 22 seconds. Get me out of here. I want to close it. I don't want to be in this trade anymore. This is hogwash. Come on. Okay. 10 seconds. You don't have to use too many. I'm using 1 mini. All right. Okay. All right. And we are out on the bid. Yeah. Woo. Full drawdown too. Faded chat. I'm sorry, chat. I love you, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to do it. All right. Let's go back to Rips test. Is this one Rips test? Okay. And then we go to 5. Boop. Hey, we're doing it together. We're doing it together. We're doing it together, chat. That was fun. Thank you for allowing me to fade you. I appreciate you very much. So kind. All right. Well, the market's still dropping. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, chat. I'll be right back there in a moment. Wait, what do you want? You want a Bookmap? Want that one? We can do that one. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Look at what we did with it. You ain't gotta like it.
Well, you know, I was hoping to find the market had bounced, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. We got no bounce.
Look at what we did.
We got nothing. We got no bounce at all.
Real life. You ain't gotta like it.
890's coming. 917's first. Gotta hit that VWAP.
You just gotta
Equities are so boring right now. Rips, bro, what were you doing with the 1 minute trade for TPT? I had to trade it, so I beat the inactivity rule.
look at what we did with it.
Why did you have to set a timer on that? Did they change rules? I don't know, dude. Maybe chat was just trolling me. I have no idea. I literally, dude, I just come here, I press a few buttons, we try to have fun. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe chat was trolling me. Is there really like a 1 minute rule? Oh, nice. We're getting a bounce finally. Is there a 1 minute rule for inactivity? See, I don't even know now, chat. Everybody could be just trolling me right now. I have no idea how this works. Let me see if there's like rules on their website. It is legit? Let me see. Knowledge base. That's good. Inactivity. Let's see. Nothing for keyword for inactivity. Okay, pro account. Let's see. No. Are the rules the same? Okay. Trade your account. Okay, hold on. You will be required to trade at least 1 day per calendar week. A traded day is defined where you hold an open position on your most traded instruments for at least 1 minute. They weren't trolling me. They weren't trolling me. There you go. Thank you. There we go. Now we know. Your wife has... Stop. Okay, that's enough. That's enough out of you. Okay, so TPT, we're done on those. We don't have to even worry about those. We'll just trade them again. We'll remind me next Monday if I haven't traded them that we have to trade them again, okay? Make that promise to me that we'll do that together. Put this back over here. We're up $270 right now. You could take that to the bank, baby. You didn't take a trade in the first week, though. Well, I got them on July 3rd, which was last Thursday, so we're Gucci, man. We're fine. All these rules are very hard to get in order. Well, that's why we have chat. All right, so let's see if this thing hits 917 like we think it is. I guess I could have held that short, but who cares? I don't know. Rules on Apex are way harder. Really? Are they, though? I don't know. Wealth charts kind of takes care of it all. Do you need a buffer on take profit? Yeah, on these I need $2,000. Once I get over 2,000, I can take daily payouts and just go crazy. I've been working market hours last 2 weeks, just getting back. Nice. Welcome back, buddy. So what's going to be the coolest thing about this S25 Galaxy Ultra Super Mega thing? Rips for Soul Pump, did you end the day up or down? What do you know me, dog? Up. What do you who do you think I am? Who do you think you are? I am. What are you talking about? Is Wealth Chart like Project X? I mean, I don't know if you could draw a comparison. Wealth Charts is designed and created by a gentleman named Rob Hoffman, who has won 35 trading competitions. And it's a paid service. It's not a paid service. It's a paid platform, but you get a version of it for free if you get it with an Apex account, or you don't have to pay for it. And it comes with 90% of all the bells and whissies. There you go. Did you say soul rug? Bro, the cool thing about it is, like, unless I'm a moron, which, you know, debatable, the wallet that you have is you send them SOL to do one of the roles, and then they send you back if you win, and then they keep it if you lose. It's not like you're sending all of your SOL to them and then letting them figure it out. So I don't think it can rug you, because it's all on your own wallet, your own phantom wallet, which is great. Battery life is really the best in the market. Doesn't overheat much. Antennas are much better than iPhone. See, that's what I need for the live streaming. Everybody said it's the best phone for live streaming. So we got it for the live stream, for IRL. You play this morning's 5 1X busts in a row. You got to be patient. You got to wait for those to go through. Like we were talking about that yesterday. There's strategy in it. You got to wait for the Black Rocks to come through before you go to the Golden Mountain tops. You get those purple hills up to the Golden Mountain tapes. Hey Rips, where did you go to learn the different trading session? I can't seem to find a video with a clear explanation. You can get an indicator that will tell you each session. It'll map it out. Asia, London, New York. Bingity bongity boom. Don't worry, my soul pump screws. Pump screws? Pump skis? Pumps? My pumperinos? We're going to be playing soul pump later. I promise you. That's all I can think about. I'm being real with you. Who cares about these markets? By the way, right now, My Funded Futures is 50% off for your first account. And I think that applies to anybody. I posted that one as well on Twitter yesterday. Where is it? 50% off all users, any plan, any size, the first month, $0 activation fee, so free activation, $64 for a starter plus, $114 for an expert account, same day payouts, bing bong boom. So, never seen them do that one before. Pump doggies, I like that one. Did you miss something with Soul Pump? Bro, did you miss yesterday's broadcast, McGruff? We were on Kick, so I don't know if you came to Kick afterwards, but it was incredibly lit. It was incredibly lit. I mean, there's very few things that get me excited. I don't know what it is either, because it's like, it's not about the money. It's just about the pure excitement and like testing how much of a gambler you really are. Well, we're going to do it again today, so don't worry. You're in the main event yesterday. How'd you do? Did you bag? Tell me you bagged for day 3, Bloody. Buddy, please. Please, buddy, bloody. It was pure adrenaline. My wallet's up too. I had a little bit more soul, but I have $1,000. You bagged? Nice. How many chips you got there, bud? Rip, so sorry to ask again about your settings on your V profile. Why are you sorry? What am I here for? Look at that. VRVP. Bingity ding ding. And then wah 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 wah. There you go. If you missed it, you can pause, screenshot. Them deuces are addicted. Dude, I was crushing that machine. It's crazy. I just get free player points by playing. Dude, you got 205K. That's insane. Nice work. What's average right now? Like 150? You got to be above average. Yeah, Soul Pump is insane. Yeah, just stick around. We'll get to it soon. Don't worry. Everybody just wants Soul Pump now. Yeah. Forget NASDAQ. Let's pump some soul. Mr. Battle, if you hang around past the open, we go and we do something else, and it's on Kick exclusively. We play a rocket game. It's pretty hard to describe, but you just have to show up and see it. Highly recommend getting on over there now. It's right here if you want to see Kick. Dude, I'm still gonna trade. I'm not gonna just stop trading. I'm still gonna trade, but I kind of like the rocket. I like the rocket. Soul Pump gets old after a while? I don't think so. I'm thinking about playing it. Is it real money? Soul Pump? Yeah, it's soul, baby. How did you identify CHOP yesterday? How do you differentiate it from consolidation? Volume. If the market is slowly reeling in volume, you're not going to have enough volume to break out either side. Volume will show up. One thing you can't hide in the market is price and volume. Is it better to go gamble at off the strip casinos in Vegas? You might have looser slots, but I don't know. I'm not a huge Might be becoming a gambler again, but no, I don't know. I like playing at the Win. We've been doing some slot streams at the Win. Video poker. Video poker, I'm kind of a professional now. I've realized that. Yesterday's stream kind of revealed to myself that I'm actually a video poker professional now. There are other fun games too. What, on Soul Pump? I mean, there's Coin Flip. There's another game coming soon. So, jackpot. When's the Bookmark video series coming? Asking for a friend soon. I'm doing a presentation too for the Wealth Charts Summit next week, next Monday. And that should be fun. Not going to be about Bookmap, but should be fun though. The strip is dying. No, it's not. There's plenty of people on the strip. What's the difference between the volume on the right and the volume on the bottom? It's going to show you volume by price versus volume by time. Two entirely different things. Volume by price versus volume by time. I like knowing which price had the most traded volume, which is what that purple line is, the point of control. That is where most of the volume has been transacted in my viewport. Can you make a video on how to read Bookmap? I'm making a video series eventually, but it's a lot going on right now. So one day at a time over here. We'll get to it. What's the website for Soul Pump? Go to kick.com, click about, scroll down. There's a button right there for Soul Pump. So again, you go right here, kick.com. Here. Let me show you. See if I can do this myself. Oh yeah, so you just go here, go there, you scroll down. That's not it, Ripsmod. No, Ripsmod, no. Stop it, Ripsmod. So you scroll down, there's a purple box that says Soul Pump, unlock hourly airdrops. You click that, boom, and you're done. That's it. There you go. That's Soul Pump. And we're going to be playing that soon. I know the market's very boring right now, and I do want to turn this into a Soul Pump stream, but just relax. We'll get to it. I feel like we should trade something. We got to trade something today. We're going back up. Oh, Lord. Big guy says, see you tomorrow. Reb's off to go move some dirt. Good luck. Stop. I feel like everybody is jonesing right now. I'm just trying to do an informative and educational stream about trading, and everybody's like trying to get me to play Soul Pump right now. My God. Wait, why did I just hear it? Why did I just hear the rocket go off? Hold on. Am I hearing things? I swear to God, I just heard the rocket go off. What is happening? Where do I have the rocket? I don't have the rocket up anywhere, and I'm here. I just heard the Soul Pump sound. What? Where do I still have it? That just tripped me out. I'm hearing. I heard it again. Wait, is this in the song? Hold on. It's in the song. Do you hear that? It's in the song. It's a flute, but it's, hold on, I'm gonna restart the song. Bro, does that not sound like the Soul Pump crash noise? Hold on, listen. This is blowing my mind. I did not plan this, dude. It doesn't sound like it there, hold on. Maybe it doesn't sound like it. Dude, right there, it did. You hear that? It kind of did, right? It kind of sounds, dude, does that not sound like the Soul Pump rocket crash? Come on, give me some rope here. It kind of does, right? No, it doesn't sound like it at all. All right, does anybody have the number for Gamblers Anonymous? Does anybody have the phone number? I clearly need some help. This is not good. Oh God, this is not good. All right, I guess it doesn't sound like it at all. Why does TPD not send me the emails I need to log in, but sends me all their ads? I don't know. Hit up their support. Hearing gambling noises while trading is nuts. Dude, you're telling me, man. I need the number. 8675309. Is Jenny gonna answer, dude? Richard Harris says, we stayed at the Four Seasons during the chess festival in June in Vegas. It's not a typical Four Seasons, but it was decent. Nice. Did you take any pictures, Richard? From the chess championship? Or chess festival, I'm sorry. Did you take any pictures? I would love to see if you did. Your brother did? Can you post them? Can you DM them to me? Took out 5K payout from Top Step last night. It's been great watching live trade. Nice, buddy. Top Step, of course, still one of the top firms. I think they're fantastic. I like Top Step, Tradeify, TPT, MFU, Apex, Tradeify. Those are my favorites right now that I've worked with, at least. There are some new firms that I'm going to be trying out here soon, but there's my handful of firms that I think are worth your time. You haven't even seen them? Well, you ought to share them with me because I want to see what this chess festival looked like. I got to look this up. Chess Festival. Las Vegas International Chess Festival. Oh my goodness. I wonder if you're in the background in any of these photos here. It's, oh my gosh, they're not doing another one until June 10th, 2026. That's a shame. Did you have a good time when you gamble on traffic lights? Dude, get out of my head. I would love to trade this, by the way, but there's literally nothing to trade. Like, we're chopping in a 12 handle range. So we're going to wait for the top of the hour. It's coming in 7 minutes. Then we're going to assess things and see what we can do. Can I recommend Poker Site? Where are you located in the world? Let's start there. Where are you located in the world? Germany. Okay. So I would do GG Poker if you're in Germany. GG Poker's the nuts. And they have micro stakes that you could trade, not trade, that you could play, where you could play 1 cent, 2 cent. If you're not located in the US, I highly recommend getting on GG Poker. That's what I would recommend. Yo, Richard, by the way, would you do the people a solid, Mr. Richard Harris? Would you do the people a solid and come on down to Kick? The people would love to see you over on Kick. I'm just saying. They would love to have you. I actually asked you to take me on your stream in your Ferrari? Dude! Wait, what? Are you serious? Richard Harris, get over to Kick, man. What's your username on Kick? Yeah, Redbook Retail Sales. See how nobody cares? You thought I was kidding about that. Look at that. Nobody cares. Redbook Retail Sales have not mattered for 63 years. Have I ever been to the Sphere? Do I recommend it? I've never been, but my friends have gone. They said it's quite nice. would have taken you in the Ferrari, Richard. I would have taken you. Where do I suggest for online poker in the US? You're very limited if you're in the state of Nevada. You can only play on WSOP Nevada. There's a couple other states where you can play on the WSOP. Those games are tough, though. They're not easy to beat. Mega nit grinder GTO wizards in those games. Probably using real-time assistance, RTA. Club WPT Gold has great tournaments. I can recommend them. Hey, Rips, do you prefer prop firms over personal accounts? Well, me, who has 11 years of trading, would I prefer to trade on a prop account where I don't get the tax benefits and don't have any control over my own money? Probably not, right? But somebody who's been trading for less than 5 years, 100% absolutely, because all of those rules are going to get in the way of intercepting you from getting bankrupt. On a personal account, I have a loaded gun over here. I got $250,000 in a personal account. That's a loaded gun. I promise you that if you challenged me to lose $250,000 in, realistically, I can flip hundreds. I could probably lose that money in less than 2 minutes. I could lose $250,000 in less than 2 minutes. I'm not going to do it to prove a point, but I'm just saying I could lose that $250,000 in under 120 seconds, guaranteed. And there is nothing that's stopping me other than my own free will. By the way, 2 minutes to the top of the hour, maybe we get some movement. So knowing that I can actually do that, and that's real money, and I can cause myself $250,000 of financial harm, kind of spooky, right? Prop firms, I can't do that. Prop firms, I'm only limited on what my buy-in was for the prop firms. Never use coin poker, no. But for somebody who's been trading for 11 years, I think that personal accounts are great. Somebody who's been trading for 5 years or less, stick to props. Accumulate $1 million from trading props and move to personal. Listen, it doesn't have to be $1 million. I just think that you ought to have 9 to 12 months of consistent profitability trading on props before you think about depositing into your own funded account. Because here's what's going to happen. Most people, you're going to have one really good month in props. You're going to put $10,000 into a personal account. You're going to do like a couple $200 days, maybe a couple $500 days. And then one day you're going to be wrong. You're going to double your size, double. And then that $10,000 is wiped out, completely gone. And then you're going to sit there and go, huh, so that's what he was talking about. Okay, it makes sense now. That's what's going to happen. And the reason why I tell you is that you don't do that. You don't do that to yourself, right? Rips, last time I watched you were sitting at 800K. We got it even higher. We took a withdrawal of 710,000. Posted that on my Twitter. But the reason why I took it out is because there was 2 back-to-back days I traded 100 contract positions, and while they were winning positions, I'm flying too close to the sun. Yesterday's position was 30 contracts. Open it up, 30 contracts, put it on, took it off, bing, bong, bing, $14,000, almost 15. Easy peasy. Happy about that. Or maybe it was 20 contracts. It was either 20 or 30 contracts, but it wasn't 100. If I'm putting on 100 contracts, and I was very stressed doing it. I did not one-shot 100. No, scaled into it. It was back-to-back days. Very bad back-to-back days where I literally am sweating on stream because it's just like so nerve-wracking. And then after the fact, like that weekend, I was like, what in the good God was I doing? So stupid. What's the point? What am I going for? And in the back of my mind, it's, well, you're going for the $1 million. Well, that's stupid. That $1 million doesn't mean anything. So we took money out. What was your biggest win in poker? Single hand will be showing live. I think this is my biggest single hand. It could be a win, could be a loss, but that will be showing very soon on a televised poker episode, Cash Game. We'll talk about that when it happens. Not worth having a stroke over. I mean, dude, I talked to my poker buddies about it, and they're like, dude, what are you going for, bro? I'm like, I don't know. Just want to be like, I made $1 million. They're like, you've made millions. So you want to tell a bunch of internet strangers? But it's like, no, it's more about the process and all that. But it's like, well, you're going out of control. Okay, you got a good point. Why am I going out of control? Try to prove a point. Stupid. You know what I mean? Yeah, go watch the stream. It's not, you want to see a man under a lot of duress, you can go back and watch the stream. 9 o'clock came and went, nothing happened. Let's see how the open goes. If I start to fly off the handle with a $250,000 balance, I'll probably take out more. I mean, I can trade an account with 50 in it. I can trade an account with 100 in it, but I'm happy having 250 in the account right now. We started, what did we bring it back down to? Like 200 or just under 200? Something like that. You can go back to my Twitter. I don't remember. I'm willfully trying to forget these numbers so I don't think about them. But I'm pretty sure that the account came right around to 200. We're at 250, so we're up another 50. We're right around 960, 970 in total profit, so whatever. And I don't care. 100 lots in pre-market after the open. I think it was after the open on both trades. Yeah, I'm almost positive it's after the open. Big trades. Do you remember your first big win and how it felt when you started trading? First week that's what got me hooked into trading. First week, I was trading JNUG or JDust, one of the two, and I was long on one. And the miners, it's a 3x miners thing for just stupid. It's a gambling thing, pretty much. Flip a coin. And I got it right, and I was like, wow, money is so simple to make from the stocks. All I need to do is just pick a side and be right. It's like Baccarat on steroids. And it's not. Because I bought into a stock, I bought into an ETF that was moving in one single direction all day. And then I discovered that's not how that works. They can go in a single direction and then reverse again. And then, they're reversing again. And then one more time, they're reversing again. Yeah, that's the reality of trading. Bros, what kind of leverage do you get at AMP with $100,000? Okay, so there's two tiers of leverage, Big Hal. Number one, if you have $100,000 or less, it's $1,000 per mini in the NQ. If you have $200,000 or more, and I don't know what happens between 100 and 200, I'm not sure. But if you have $200,000 or more, they change your leverage to $2,000 per NQ mini. That's your margins. And now I can, and I'm hard capped at 100 contracts. I cannot take more than 100 contracts. That's for day trading. That's my day trading margin, unless they have some kind of crazy, like Powell's speaking, they might say, okay, it's 25% regular margins for the day trading margin, which would be 25% carry the one. You're going to be at about $7,500 per contract. Is there a minimum account wallet size for AMP? I think no. I think you can put it in $1,000 and trade micros. I'm pretty sure. What is the difference when it comes to tax props versus trading your own money? 60% is taxed at long term, 40% at short term, right? Or is it the other way? 40%. Is 40% LT or ST? Now dude, I need more Celsius. What broker? AMP. 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 AMP, of course, is always making plata. My first big win was 25K on one trade, and I remember I felt empty and asked myself, now what? Really? I would have been like, yes, I love it. Give me more. That's me, though. Okay, so 40% short term, 60% long term. You get big tax benefits for long term, but like you're not holding it long term. That's the greatest thing. 60-40 versus being a 1099 with props, which is garbage. Total garbage. Like on that 710K that I took out, I'm going to pay around $190,000 tax. Think about that. That's it. How dope is that? Take out 710, give the government 190 and be like, the rest is mine. That to me sounds like a win. Versus what would it be on a prop? 248. Maybe more. How much did the government help you make? So much, bro. Do you know why? Because they gave me the roads and bridges to be here in my home trading. Do you know if options on futures are taxed the same as futures? That is a very good question. Sounds like a Series 3 question. I don't know. After taxes, you make about 13% more using your own money. Is it a little bit more than that? It's a little bit more, I think. Why is it so much more in prop firms? Because it's 1099 versus actual trading futures, actual futures product versus being a 1099. I'm an analyst and I'm getting paid as a consultant kind of thing. Options on futures tax the same as futures. Thank you, Mikhail. Appreciate you. Now we know. I should have known that. That was on the Series 3 exam, which, by the way, I'm probably never taking again. Until you're moved to a live account. Nope, I still think I'm almost positive they still 1099 you because you're still an analyst. Yeah, you don't get I'm almost positive you do not receive the futures tax benefit. You took it and didn't know, yeah. You know what's funny is I passed all the hard math stuff for my Series 3, but then I failed I failed 2 questions, too many in the regulations. If I wouldn't get 2 questions wrong, I would have passed. You only spend tax on the bracket you're in. I'm in Washington and did 100K last year and needed to pay only 20%. Seems standard, but you could make more if you had the personal or maybe my tax guy. I'm in the highest tax bracket, so I have to pay always the most. But I'm not complaining. I appreciate paying tax. It's part of the American way. You pay taxes, unless you live in Puerto Rico. But no, I'm happy to be here in the great state of Nevada, paying Nevada state tax, which is nothing. You pay a lot in sales tax, and then you pay your federal tax. There are only 2 things that are certain. Number 1, you will pay taxes, and number 2, you will play Soul Pump after you trade. Exactly right. Yeah, the latter is definitely more certain. Ribs, do you know why, even with all this tariff news and bad econ news, the market still goes up? Because money printed go brrr. I don't know, man. Because there's probably a lot of people shorting it and they're just blowing them all out until they're all completely dead. And then finally they'll be like, okay, we got rid of all these shorts that we're trying to get in early. Now the big dogs can short it. Something like that. Maybe. You never know. All right, here's our beautiful drawings chart. Dude, this is just Let's see what happens off the open. I really don't want to trade my Percy today. I really do not want to, so I don't think I'm going to. But we can trade some Propositos. This just doesn't look like it's going to be a good Percy day. So why would I waste a good Percy day? Like, imagine if I lost like $2,000 on the Percy today. I'd be like, dang, why did I do that? All right, Banana, you've been here a couple of times. I get you. Famous last words. I know. An algo that said, when the sellers run out, price will fall. When buyers run out, price will bounce. Seems counterintuitive. No, not really, though. You have to do 183 days. I think it's 183 days in Puerto Rico if you want to do that. How do you identify context? Well, that's contextual. I don't know. Are you making a decision about the person you do the chop? Well, that and the macro. Like, we don't have any news coming out. There's no news that the market will move off of. So I don't want to trade a bunch of garbage algorithms. I don't want to be up against a bunch of knuckleheads. I want to be right. You know what I mean? If the market gave us like some good MGI to go off of, then I'd be all over it. But it's not. There's no MGI. Just sucks. 1K Day says, I'm getting my first payout after a while of a dry spell. Tradeify 250K straight to fund I bought with your code, Riz. Yeah! I love that. Nice work. Give it up for 1K a day. Nice work, buddy. What is MGI? Market generated information. MGI. The market is not giving us any MGI. It's telling us that we're chopping. Get it. These are like, I shouldn't even use these old zones, but we're just capped here and capped here, and I don't want to trade that. Even if we got like the market that just went, like, I don't know when it's going to stop. I don't have any, like, maybe it'll stop up here and then reject and come back down. Like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather wait for, like, there's nobody holding a gun to my head that says, bro, you got to trade your Percy today. Great. It's my money. I can do whatever I want with it. And the way that I grow that money is by taking smart decision trades. Listen, what would you rather? For my gamblers in chat, what would you rather? Would you rather play a game of blackjack where you're dealt 20 every single hand, or would you rather play regular blackjack? The dealer's cards are always going to be unknown, but would you rather play a hand of blackjack where every single time you're dealt 2 kings, you get 20? What would you rather have? Every single hand you get dealt a 20. I'd take those odds, right? Versus regular blackjack. I'd play that game every single day. I wouldn't be here. I'd be playing that game because I'd win all the time. That's the same thing that you can do with trading, right? The same thing that you can do with trading. What do you mean poof gone? Poof gone rips. Am I still here? Is the stream working? Okay. I'm still here. What you talking about? So you'd want to play that game, right? Guess what? You can play that game in trading. You can play that game. How do you play that game in trading? You be patient. You stop getting in trades that you know that you shouldn't get in. And if you really must trade, you got a bug up your butt. Trade on a paper account. Don't trade your real money or like a funded prop firm account. Don't trade that. Relax. You can wait for the market to give you a really good setup where you're dealt 2 kings. And you can just sit there and be like, nice. Nice. Just because the market's open doesn't mean you have to trade it. And just because you decide not to trade something and then the market does something extraordinary, you're not going to sit there and be like, well, I'm an idiot. No, you stuck to your plan and you're patient. That's going to pay you off in huge dividends versus like, here's the problem. Here's the problem. You make the decision to not trade and then all of a sudden the market does something crazy. Was there something that you could have saw that would have predicted that? Probably not. Me personally, I look at this market right now and we are just in chopping areas. Here's the thing. If we have a breakout, let me just draw this. We break out of this area. I don't know that we're not going to stop here and reject here. If we continue to break out and then we finally like reject here and then whatever, I don't have any of that on my plan. Yes, we're in an uptrend right now, but there's so much uncertainty in the way that this pattern is trading right now that I've seen in the past. We can come up here, fake it again, go back down here, drop here, come back here. There's so much uncertainty in this type of pattern. The fact that London was so compressed as well. Yes, we are touching on highs, but this is the type of pattern where I look at that and I say, you know what? I'd much rather have an easy game to play. I'd much rather have an easy setup for me. So I just don't take trades on my Percy Jackson unless there's something that the market gives me. It's not giving me anything on this, and I don't mind missing a day. It's July 8th right now. It's summertime. I don't have to trade. I made $14,000 yesterday, almost 15. There's another reason. I don't have to trade. You know what I mean? It's all you have to do is like put yourself in the shoes that you want to be put in. Should I be trading today? Well, I gotta trade. Is that you? Or are you gonna be the person who says, I can wait? And maybe this is your setup, right? Maybe you're sitting there and you're like screaming at your screen right now and be like, Rips, this is topping right here. We get a breakout. I'm gonna take this, rip it right there. That's gonna be a nice 20, 25 points. And I'm gonna, great, trade it if that's your MO. This ain't mine though. I don't like this. We've been chopping around for how many hours? Blech. Blech. That's me. Two-Tone 40 says, these talks have saved me over and over. Thank you, Rips. Here's the part where you can complete the circle, right? If you're here right now and you're watching this, you're like, hey, okay, so I get it. Here's how you complete the circle. If the market opens up and the market goes crazy and does extraordinary things, completing the circle is saying, well, I decided I'm not gonna trade. I'm gonna stick to that, and I'm gonna have no FOMO. That's how you complete the circle of this. Because that's the hardest part. The hardest part is that if you're committing to not trading this and you've decided that I don't want to trade this, the market does something extraordinary, you go back and you ask yourself and you be completely honest with yourself and you say, was there something that I missed? Now, that's where you go into your back testing, read the charts and everything. You say, well, maybe there was something I missed. Let me go and see if this pattern creates something that I can back test. You go back, you back test, you say, oh, well, there was a setup there, right? Me personally, there's no alarm bells going off in my head. I don't like being a range trader. I'm a breakout momentum trader. This is not my MO. So I don't trade it. And I don't feel any ounce of FOMO. Because why? Because I'm confident in my own trading abilities. I know that the market will give me a nice setup where I do have a high probabilistic chance of winning those trades. And I can wait for those trades to show up for me. Simple as that. That's it. Man, I want to short so bad it's clear, but you're making me scared. Dude, that's the difference between traders and other traders, is that you could see something that could be your primo setup. Take your setup. This is not my setup. I don't like trading range like this. This is not my setup. That's it. This, like, dude, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 topping areas of this market. If you see that, you go, wow, we're making, what's after quintuples? Sextuples, septuple, octuple? This is an octuple top. Sounds drunk. What we got here is the market is an octuple top. Give me another watermelon juice and put some tequila in it. We got an octuple top. Yeah, this is an octuple top. Not my pattern, not my trade, but maybe it is yours, right? Maybe it's yours. So trade it if it's yours, but it ain't mine. Hey, Rips, I have an idea. I want you to pass on to the YouTube admin since you're a partner. Ask them to add an auto manual like switch. I forget, like, a lot. Oh, no, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do auto likes. Warner Rips passed a 50K eval in one day, and they threw the 50% consistency rule, so I have to make 6,000 pass. What happened to the one day pass? Who? Which firm? TPT is not 1 day to pass. I know that. It's 5 days to pass. Which firm are we talking about? Apex? Because Apex is 1 day to pass. Which one? Which firm? Which firm? I spent years working in electronic music. My only talent is I learned to sleep anywhere. Nice. I don't know which firm you're talking about there, Eddie. Love to help you. Thank you, Franklin. Welcome. Franklin Gaming over there on Kick. We do have 12 minutes now until the market opens. I will probably attempt to trade. You know what we haven't given a lot of attention to is Tradeify. Maybe we can do Tradeify accounts today, and I'll try to do it nice and slow like. Hey, Rips, on Apex 50K, if I make 4,000 to take a 2K payout, does the balance reset? No, your balance never resets. Once you're in the PA, your balance never resets. It just reduces whatever you take out. Never resets. Is there a monthly fee for Apex? Not once you're in the PA. You pay a 1 lifetime fee if you want. They have 2 options, but it would be ridiculous if you chose the monthly option. It's 1 lifetime fee. Yo, second time here. Seemed like a chill dude. Hope we all got green today. Respect. Thanks for being here, Adrian. When we finish the YouTube stream, get your tookus on over to Kick. We're going to be launching rockets to the sky. It's going to be a lot of fun. Rips, I'm in need of a 100% reset on approach strategy. Where would you recommend I begin? Take a break. Take a 1 week break away from the markets. Come back to the stream. Say, hey, Rips, remember me? I'm Chris Yao. You told me to take a 1 week break. Took a 1 week break. I feel so much better. Let's get this bread. That's what I'd start with. Personally. Spent some time playing with passing 150K accounts. Found out that trying to make 9K profit took a long time for me as I got antsy being 1K away from passing and then going on. Until any tips, I feel like 50Ks are more my speed. You just answered your own question, my friend. You answered your very own question. Do not trade the 150Ks, just trade the 50Ks and pretend they're 150Ks and you'll pass them even faster. It was cool being in a trade with Rips this morning. It's rare because I'm not a breakout momentum trader. Well, that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, my guy. my dude. It was awesome. Hi, when you reach payout, do you systematically take what is available or continue to build up the balance? If it's your first 5 payouts in your entire life of using prop firms, always, always, always take the payout, because chances are you're not experienced enough to trade the account and not lose it all. And most people, they get greedy, they'll go on tilt, or something will happen where they could have taken, let's just call it $1,000, and then they blow the account and now they've gotten nothing for their time. You don't want to be that person that gets nothing for their time. You want to get paid for your time. That's why we do this. You ought to be paid for your time. Bro, launch your own firm. No. I'm good. Stream crashing? No. Not again. Really? The Bookmap Global and Global Plus are very close in price at the moment, but I looked at the differences. Global Plus things don't seem worth it. Am I missing something? No. Global is perfectly fine. You don't need Global Plus. That's just all of the bells and whissies. You don't need that. 8 minutes till the market opens, folks. Vojta, I would say restart your Discord. That should fix it. That's what I would say. Right after Rips Mod told me to take a payout too. What do you mean? Wait, hold on. What did I miss? Always take a payout. Oh, I did exactly that a couple of months ago. 7K gone in 2 days, baby. Yeah. It's just the way that it works, man. I'm trying to, like, the purpose of this stream is to always look out for you folks and try to be helpful. That's the reason why I do this stream. That's what I'm here for. I want to walk you through what I went through. I want to talk as straight as I can to you about what it's like being in my 11th year of trading, what it's like being a successful trader, what it's like being consistently profitable, and what it was like when I wasn't there. I can talk ad infinitum about how much trading sucked for me, because it sucked for me for years. And I'm always going to be transparent about that, because I think that by me telling you these stories that I have and me sharing my life experience could potentially get you to not go through those things. A lot of you, it won't work, and that's normal, because I think a lot of the trading part, you have to go through yourself. You do. You have to go through it yourself, and you have to feel that pain to say, oh, that hurt real bad. I don't want to do that again. Right? I can sit here and talk to you about it, but there's going to be a good handful of you folks, a good majority, I would say, that are going to not heed the advice, and you're going to go through it, but that's okay, because you need to go through it to understand how much it hurts, so that you have the strength in your mind to say, well, I'm about to do the thing that caused me all that pain. Maybe this time I'm not going to do it now. That's how I feel about it. Is there a prop firm that gets you payouts faster? I'm getting annoyed with Tradeify's 20% rule. Yeah, TPT. TPT, you can get daily payouts. Oh my God, look at that candle. That's your that's a 924 candle out of nowhere. JP, TPT does daily payouts, but you have to get over the buffer zone. Once you get over the buffer zone, it's daily payouts. Do you make your living from affiliates? No. Trading is just the marketing, or are you making a living from trading? And if so, how do you make your initial bankroll? Just so us here will know the right path. I started businesses when I was very, very young. I got very lucky when I sold a business in my early 20s. That gave me my starter bankroll to be an entrepreneur. I've always been an entrepreneur, but that's what gave me like my initial bankroll to be like, I could try any idea now. And then after that, most of them failed. And I was partying a lot too. And you know how that goes. But all it takes is like one good idea in a sea of 100 bad ideas. But yeah, I mean, trading now, I make a lot of money from trading, and managing my long-term portfolio is very lucrative. If you can get a lot of money and you can put it in SPY, QQQ, VTI, VOO, you don't have to do much. And then if you have money on the side, you can start doing long-term plays, mainly in leaps. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. All of this is nonsense. Okay? Can you help us walk through what to do when getting payouts? I need your advice. Will an LLC be a way to go? I would talk to a CPA. I'm not any kind of financial professional. And give your local CPA some business. You're going to have a bunch of local CPAs in your area. Give them your business. When I was in college, I started a company with a bunch of guys. I left. They sold it for $1.2 billion a few years ago. I have a couple stories like that where, dude, one of my friends is unbelievably wealthy to the point where if I told you about it, there's not a shot that you would ever even believe me. So it's pointless to talk about. Obscenely wealthy. So when did you start profiting from day trading? After 3 years. 3 years of losing a lot of money. A lot. 3 years of losing straight. And I'm talking like 3 years. I'm not talking like, oh, I traded on a Monday, a couple hours, and then like Thursday that week I trade. No. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 to 14 hours every single day. Losing for 3 years. Losing. Like pushing myself, like that kind of losing. Like, why am I doing this, bro? All right, I'm going to restart Discord because there's people complaining about Discord, but yeah. Sorry for the people it's working for. There you go. We're back. Sorry for all the people it was working for. That's been me for 2.5 years, finally learning patience and grace. Yeah. I like pushed myself so freaking hard. I took a break at one point. I didn't know if I was going to come back to trading. I did. I'm happy that I did. If I wouldn't have, I would be missing out on how amazing. And I hate, like, dude, I hate when I can hear myself. It sounds silly. I don't want to go there. Trading is a beautiful thing. If you can last through the muck, it can be extremely lucrative. Will it be extremely lucrative for everybody? No. There's going to be a lot of people who, I think there are people that no matter what, there are people out there, they can be successful traders, but they'll never go past like a threshold of like making $500 to $1,000 a day because they don't have the risk tolerance, which is fine. That's totally fine. It's $250,000 a year at $1,000 a day per trading day. What goes down in your Discord? Well, the stream mainly. The stream often goes down, apparently. All right, we got 1 minute here. Again, I'm not going to be trading the Percy. Percy's just sitting here. We're going to have $0 right there. $0 on the P&L. We're not going to touch it. Totally fine with that. But we will trade some Tradeify accounts here. Offer it. Let's see what happens. My position will be shown up here. What you'll see, if it's a positive number in position, it means I'm long. If I'm negative, it means I'm short. Otter says, my 3rd year in the trenches, loving it more than anything in life. Dude, that's the thing. If you're loving it, you're in a good spot. Yeah, dude, National has made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars trading 50K accounts in micros only. Why is your Discord $280 a month? It isn't. And you were bad at math. You've learned a lot about yourself through trading good and bad. That sounds like a valuable thing. Here we go. Markets are open and S&Ps are cratering right out of the gates. Nvidia, I don't trust this though. I don't trust this sell-off. Not one bit. Oops. Keep having the drawing tool open. Ding, 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 ding. If we don't reclaim 940 here, well, 935 and 3/4. We got to reclaim that and then potentially auction back up to 950. We don't reclaim that. We could look for shorts, but you know. Still in nothing. I'm just chilling right now. Ah, what a great choice it was to not touch the Percy today, right? Nvidia's up. Amazon's down. Meta, Microsoft kind of trying to hold up. Google's going down. Maybe they know I just bought an Android phone. Uh-oh. Oh, I've got to read this DM. Hey, brother, talking about 100 on NQ. That's a thin product. Couldn't you just place, let's say 100 lot on the offer? I don't know, 30 points away, then just start lifting offers so that you push price into your offers. Seems like it. Well, how am I going to cover if I'm adding to my position? There's no free money glitch. If the product is thin and I'm the only person pushing liquidity, I got to get back what I put into the market. Right? If I'm short hundreds of contracts, who's going to fill me those hundreds of contracts? Who's going to carry the boats? I wish there was a free money glitch. But there isn't. Be both sides of the market? Yeah. Well, we're still coming down. Here's the VWAP. Oh, there we go. Meta and Microsoft starting to finally roll here. A reject underneath 920 will get me short in this. We are short currently, but even more short because 920 is the VWAP. So if we can get a little bit of a percasito back into 920, I can add heavily into this. 62.75 is the level to break on the S&Ps as well. So that's what we're looking for. We're dancing right now at these 920s. So here's me being a breakout trader. If we reject at 920s, we can sweep 62.75 to the downside here. And that's what we're watching for. We got one contract on each account. We're trading 5 Tradeify straight to funded accounts right now. 62.75 is in sight. If we can bust that bubble, then we will go much lower. 930 is the level of reversal on this. If we see 930 trading and holding, the market will have reversed. 62.75 is trading here. 62.75. We break that down. We have a lot of liquidity nestled below that, about 5 handles lower, but you can see a lot of people are trying to cover down here. 62.75 still trying to trade here. A lot of people wanting to cover in the NQ. A little bit of a bounce in Microsoft. Huge bounce there in Meta as well. So let's see if 920s trade out with any kind of overhead supply that's holding it back. I want to see bids dissipating here. If not, we're going to have to boogie out of this position. So back to 920 here, watching. Through 920, I'm going to add to the position here, looking for 62.75 to sweep to the downside. Okay, through that 913 area, watching for 910s to trade out, watching for 905 now, and this can be a nice little scalp to the downside if we can flush through 905. Aiming for that Monday mid area, slightly lower. Let's see if we can break through that 905. I might want to add to this on a next push up here towards 920. Just watching here, adding once more, break of 910, holding. 905s are being defended, but we should be able to break on through if we can get through 62.75 here in the S&Ps. So watching 905 for a nice little bid fill here. Watching closely. A little push down would be lovely. As we are kind of holding below 915, part of me wants to add even more to this position. Okay, there's your 905. Still dancing. Nobody's selling 905s yet. I'm going to cover a little bit there at 905. Got a little bit of a fill. We're going to get another fill there. We are out. Okay. Dancing at 905. We made $531 per account. We did get the breakdown there that we were looking for just as we covered, but it was dancing too hard. I thought we would have got a little bit of a push up. Let's see if we can get jump back in on a little push. We did get that previous day mid where we kind of covered the position. It's just not, we're not finding like a strong selling push. So I'm not very comfortable in like holding the size that we had into that. Did anybody else, if that was helpful for you walking through that position, if that was helpful, drop a W in chat because we'll continue doing that. I'm hoping that was helpful for you folks there. Because that's what I want to be. This is my whole goal here. I want to be helpful. So even though we're late to that, we still end up bagging in about $2,500 there. And the maximum we can make anyway is $1,800. So this is going to keep us with our consistency rule. Rip signal. No, this is not a signals chat. Stop it. We're just walking through, and look at where we're bouncing, by the way. I took us off at the previous day mid because I just didn't trust it. Too much indecision right now in equities. They're not like, they look like they wanted, the bottom wants to drop out, but there's nobody pushing yet. 6270 wants to trade in the S&Ps as well if you are an ES trader. That is a lofty target, but nothing saying that we can't get all the way down there. Problem I'm seeing here with jumping in short again is that there's so many bids stacked up, it creates a lot of uncertainty. So I might just chill. I might just chill. Let me actually pull up my Tradeify calendar while the market's doing its thing. Even if we miss a little flushacito here, I'm okay with that. Let me see here. Pull up the old trade calendar, wherever she is. See all these bids stacking up, and it's like, I just don't see the angry sellers here. Nvidia's bouncing, Meta's bouncing. I just don't see the anger from these sellers, the forceful push. And as well, they're being defended as we are coming up to the top side. There's lofty offers that are being put in there. I don't trust a long out of here either. So what does that make me say? Well, I don't need to trade this right now. I can be patient. Hey, there you go, Dusk. Way to go, buddy. Nice work. Looks like a nice $7,000 day across the board there for you. Beautiful work. All right, let's see what we got here for our trade journal. See if this refreshes. Give me the juice. Go on. Don't be shy. Yeah, I don't trust it either way here. I don't trust. I mean, if this was a momentous market, I would be in my Percy Jackson just selling this thing. But there's no momentum left. You know what I mean? All right, so here we go. This is, let me get this on screen here. You see how we sell into those thicker bids? It just makes it so uncomfortable to jump in short here. Now they can drop out easily, especially if we had Meta starting to roll again, but for me, that's just a low probabilistic chance. I'd rather catch it when the momentum's moving. That's just me though. That's my trading style. Okay, there we are. So on Tradeify, here we are. We did not trade on Friday. We did not trade yesterday on Tradeify, but we were up handsomely in these accounts. We were up $12,000, copy trading 5 accounts here on Tradeify. These are all straight to funded. So every single dollar that I'm trading right here, this is not towards an evaluation. This is real deal cash right here. This is money that's about to be in my bank account. I just need 4 more trading days. That's all I need. 4 more trading days and Bob's your uncle. Isn't that cool? I think that's lovely. Nice profit factor, good trade win percentage. Hey, we're keeping it nice and tight over here. Nice and tight. I'm proud of that. That's nice. Do you trade on Tradeivate for Tradeify? I do. Yes, indeedy. That's where I trade. That is what I do to trade. Tradeivate, Tradeify, that's my MO. You can copy trade in Tradeivate using trade copy groups. And we went over that at the beginning of the stream. 20% consistency just means that I can't make more than $1,800 per day per account. We're at $531, which means I can make another $1,300 in profit. If I go over that, I just flip contracts until I bring that balance back down. That's all that means. Looks like Meta is joining the party again, coming back down. Nvidia has broken through the 50 EMA. Tesla's starting to trend down. Apple is giving up some steam, but you can see in the S&Ps why this becomes a dangerous trade, right? Say you're like, wow, we're below 900. Let's all fall out here. And then you decide to short at 890. Now your cheeks get clapped 20 points higher here. The market makers might even be giving your cheeks a standing ovation, depending on how much size you used if you're shorting the bottom of that, right? That's why it becomes dangerous. We're not in a momentous market. So if we were, You could short something like 890 and expect it not to bounce, but we're not in a momentous market. We're in a tight, rangy, constrained, not a momentum market. Oh, thank you. Who's that? Nashun. And there's your bounce. My goodness. Imagine for a moment you were like, you know what? We're below 900. Let's take that puppy dog short. Market had other plans for you. I'm just saying, this is not a momentum market. This is what you want to avoid. So, you know, I might just be done trading for the day here on Tradeify. Like I said, obviously, again, we did not take anything in the Percy, not touching the Percy today. Tradeivate, we have our trades here. This is Tradeify. Those are the trades we took. We traded a little bit of that TPT sauce. We got 2 of our funded accounts. We made some money there. We are only 11 minutes to the open, but this is just not my style of tape that I like to trade. So I would like to stay green on the day. I think that making $2,700 on the day in Tradeify accounts, that's an amount that I could live with. I think it's time to crash some rockets. I just feel like it's time to crash some rockets. Do you know what I mean? Is that bad? Is that bad? I just feel like we did what we came to do today. We made some money. There's nothing, I will not trade this. So what's left to do? I feel like we should crash some rockets. You know what I mean? Is that bad? Is that bad? Is that bad? You know? Ribsmod, can you drop the link to Kick so YouTubers know where to go? If you're here on YouTube, let's jump over to Kick. I'm going to cut the YouTube stream here. We're going to go over into Kick. We're going to bump some music. We're going to crash some rockets. That's it for trading today. I mean, look, I told you I didn't expect much out of the day, and I squeezed water out of a rock. You know what I mean? I made $2,700 in Tradeify. That's real money that I get to bring into my bank account as long as we get 4 more good trading days. I made some money in Take Profit Trader. We're on our way to getting those funded accounts where we want them to be. But I identified that this ain't my market. You know what I mean? This ain't my market. So we stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? We stay away from it. Could I have made money in here today? Sure. But why? Why would I want to? Look at where it's dancing right now. 90, what is that? 908? It's just dancing. It's not doing anything I like. It's just dancing. Like Ted. You know, it's just dancing. I don't like it. I don't love it. I don't want any more of it. So we say, let's crash some rockets. All right, YouTubers, head on over to Kick. We're gonna, woo, it's gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. I'll see you folks. Thanks for tuning in. What's the total profit on the day? Let me just add this up. 270 and then 2,700, 3K. We made 3K today. Let's go. Whee. Far less than what we made yesterday, but that's not what trading's about. Trading's about identifying yourself, how good of a trader you are, what your zones are, what your tolerance is, what your market looks like. That's your dream market. This ain't my dream market, so we don't trade it. Simple as that. Okay? All right, everybody. I'll see you over on Kick. Kicksters, don't go anywhere. YouTubers, I'll see you over on Kick. Take care. Bye-bye.